So here we are with another Q&A session with our remote office in Vermont. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Gabe Koss. I guess I'm the engineering manager, but I'm also one of the primary developers at Pwnie Express.
Awesome. So one of the things I'd like to talk about is, so when did you start at Pwnie Express? How long have you been with Pwnie?
Well, full-time I've been here for about 2 years, but I have been involved with the project since effectively the beginning. I made the first 5 websites for the company. I made the first few iterations of the UI software for the plug. So I've been involved since the very beginning. When Dave really first launched the first Pwn plug, I was there helping him with that.
Very nice.
Since 2010.
Very old school.
Old school. First DEF CON, selling on the floor.
Nice, nice. So, one of the things so you have a very good perspective then of the evolution and how Pwnie Express is matured from the first time from the basement to the office. What do you think has been one of the biggest changes and challenges for Pwnie Express as it's grown?
Sure. The growth has been it's been an amazing thing to be a part of, but it's also challenging. And, when we were really small, it was easy to control our focus and the scope of what we were trying to do. But as we've grown, we're trying to do bigger things. There's more people in the mix, and so while that allows us to accomplish a lot more, I think it is challenging in terms of making sure that we stay tight and coordinated as a team, and also just in terms of our community relations is really critical. I think to keep that up. When we were first starting, it was just me, Dave, and Oliver really going to those cons and talking to people in person. And then Mark got in the mix as well, and some other people later on. It was still really easy for us to have a lot of face time with the community. We were really only selling one product, which was entirely geared towards the individual user. Now that we're making a bigger products that are more geared towards the actual organizations rather than the individual pen testers, there's a lot more moving pieces and a lot more people to keep track of, and so I personally found it a little harder to keep my personal contact with the community because I'm definitely, I tend to get a little more siloed in projects, and I think that that's true company-wide. And so that's been a big shift as we've gotten bigger and started to tackle bigger problems, we've also kind of gotten a little more abstracted away from where we were, which is good and bad, I think, but it just definitely presents some challenges.
Okay, it's good to know. That answers it. It's like that as well. It's like one of the things that also is you're talking about a lot of the different projects that you're working on. What's your favorite project that you're working on right now?
Yeah, I've always loved working on the sensors themselves, the hardware devices, and the software for them. And so for the last 9 months, me and the rest of the guys have been building out the Pwn Pulse offering. But now, after many months of that, I'm actually doing sensor side development focused around some of the network detection capabilities that we do and the intelligence that we do around that data. And so it's really nice for me to get back onto that side of the work, and that's definitely my favorite thing to be doing is working on the sensors and working on making them do more powerful and more interesting things to feed that data back to the cloud now or to the individual user. So as much as I like the cloud and I see the value in the cloud for sure, as far as what I like to actually write code for or what problems I like to tackle, I'm definitely interested in working on the sensors and in the network environments that they get deployed in because that's the fun stuff.
Very cool. Well, thank you for your time. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll be hearing from you again soon. Thanks.
Absolutely. Again. Thank you.